G'day guys, it's Craig,
JARAD, and Rob.
we're the boys from Darkness Down Under. And where are we, fellas? We're at Rookwood Cemetery.
The largest cemetery in the Southern Hemisphere.
And you are watching GhostTalk.
Hello and welcome to the most active paranormal show on YouTube, GhostTalk. I'm your host, Aaron G. Thompson, and with me, as you all can tell there, in physical form, Nick Simons.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
If nobody has told you yet today, happy Monday.
Because we love those type of Mondays, everyone.
Yeah.
And also, we love to let you guys know that the Ghost Crier team is doing an event on January 21st, 2017. If you're in the Moline, Illinois area or further area, want to take a road trip, you guys are more than welcome. Join us. I think it's going to be an awesome event. We're going to get this guy to demo some stuff. I'm going to be talking about some stuff. Not like, that would be terrible if we just... straight up
I
blow
can
up.
demo the hell out of some stuff. I don't think
Well,
the building owners would like that.
we want to get our deposit back. That's for sure.
There goes that.
Yeah, you know the place is for sale. I think it's 1.3 million, which for the size of it isn't too bad.
I mean, if you go and get the loan, I'll co-sign for it.
That's cool. My only problem is heating costs.
Yeah.
I'm sure it uses gas.
Boy, we're gonna have to put in a fireplace. That's part of the demo.
We don't have to turn on the heat and everything. Why don't we just keep everything off?
Yeah.
That's just gonna be a thing.
Then
The most unsafe,
it's
unhealthiest.
easy to convince people that you're feeling a cold spot when the building hasn't had heat
Straight up.
for 3 months
It actually
in the middle of
holds
winter.
the cold in.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot more deaths happened afterwards.
Actually, that's Edinburgh Manor, where you're going. So
Oh, yeah.
They have no heat.
Well, I'll bring a coat.
And guess when you're going?
I'm going in wintertime.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the heads up, buddy.
Coat, gloves, mask.
Mask. I'll bring a mask.
Organic filters, big time. I've been sick every time I've been there.
Well, thanks for the heads up. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
you're
do
welcome.
that. And I will have videos, guys. So, hopefully those will be dropping shortly after. I'll be hitting that up this upcoming Friday, actually. So, yay! We'll see what happens there. But yeah, so join us, guys, if you can. Super excited. And I'm super excited to discuss the first topic, which isn't necessarily news, but it's a discussion that I feel, passionate enough about, and really what started kind of my research and journey into ghost hunting and the paranormal, at least this particular story. So, let's talk about it. Resurrection Mary, Chicago, Illinois. Resurrection Mary, guys. It's a thing. A lot of people are familiar with the lore, the story behind. I could totally write a book about it, guys. I know a lot about this thing. There was a movie, actually, Resurrection Mary.
Hitchhiking.
She is a phantom hitchhiker. The movie, I believe, was made in 2000. I don't know too much about the movie. I heard it was terrible. That's about it.
It's no Dragon Wars, that's for sure.
No Dragon Wars at all. So Resurrection Mary is what we call a phantom hitchhiker. So you're asking, Aaron, Nick, what's a phantom hitchhiker? Great question. Phantom hitchhiker is someone who stands outside of the road, but you don't see their arm, and it's just their phantom limb. No, that's not it.
Isn't
I'm
there
just
a
making
song
that
called
up.
Phantom Limb?
Phantom limb, if you know how to win, you gotta throw it on 12 feet tall. I don't know where that was going, and I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't know.
Building a ladder to hell.
Building a ladder. No, a phantom hitchhiker is, of course, a phantom, a spirit that is kind of stuck in a perpetual zone of wanting, can totally interact with you, but they want to continue whatever journey they were on. Yeah, with hitchhiking. And a lot of cases, at least with Resurrection Mary, she has a very ghostly, haunting situation wrapped around hers. Though she is, by all definition, by the folks who've actually encountered her, a spirit, because she does interact even in poltergeist form. she just repeats, like Groundhog Day almost.
Wow.
It is kind of weird because it does fuse both the intelligent and residual worlds together in a sense. Phantom hitchhikers are of course just that. They're on the side of the road. They're looking to get a ride. You stop. They get in as a physical person. They look like you, me. You wouldn't question it. They might look a little sickly. That would be probably because they're out in the cold, So you pick them up, you drive them, and then something, haunting happens and occurs. So that's always a thing. Haunting. With the particular Resurrection Mary case, I find so fascinating. Back in 1926, I believe the date was, this lady was, and she's really unnamed. I believe they gave her the name Mary just because of maybe some communication that someone got throughout the times. But she was, dressed to the nines, supposedly going to the ball, and for whatever happened, didn't make it to the ball. So a lot of people don't know exactly what happened, how. Gruesome, something had to happen to her because she's stuck in this weird paradox, this weird funk, where people still see her today in Chicago, Illinois, right around, respectively, Resurrection Cemetery. And that's why she got the name Resurrection Mary, not because she keeps coming back and back and back.
Or is it?
Scary. And I always wanted to visit, actually, Resurrection Cemetery. The funny thing was in the 90s when I was reading, about Resurrection Mary, there was this moment where these onseers saw a lady at nighttime within the cemetery just screaming outside the bars, just shaking it like no other. And when a gentleman or when the people went to get help from police, they came back and no one, of course, was there. There was burnt hand marks on the bars. It was such a, what's the word I'm looking for, like an attraction. Such an attraction that they actually had to cut the bars and replace them. And supposedly they deemed the cemetery haunted, and I'm not sure how you can deem a cemetery haunted. So I'm going to kind of push that aside and say that they stopped investigators really from proactively investigating there, not because of the hauntedness of the cemetery itself, but the safeness of the cemetery. Resurrection Mary doesn't sit in the most prominent of the Chicago neighborhoods. So
The ghetto.
So yeah, guys, you gotta be safe. We're carrying around a lot of gear. They don't want people, strangers, just rolling up, doing what they do, and get robbed and whatever else.
If you followed the series Ghost Hunters, there's a time where they're in New York City.
New York City.
Get the rope. They got all their gear sitting out on the sidewalk, and Jason and Grant, this is an older episode.
Okay.
Steve and them, they're all standing there talking, getting ready to go into the location. Dude walks by, doesn't even look or nothing. He just grabs one of their cases and just keeps walking. Steve Gonslaves, being a former cop, chased the guy down.
He was a former cop.
Yeah. And got the case back, but they were filming, and dude just said, thank you, and he just kept walking. So you got to be careful out there. Keep an eye on your stuff. A lot of people in 2016 are just, I'm spread out. Keep everything with you. Keep your stuff tight. Right. Don't just set it down and, be comfortable. I've seen people at gas stations walk up to pay and just go, what's a $600 phone? And you're just throwing it down on the counter and then mingling with crap over here. Keep your stuff together. You don't want to lose that.
Yeah, the gear, and you're right. Cell phones, our personal gear, and our ghost hunting gear, they're not cheaper. They're not getting cheaper.
Yeah.
A lot of people are driving this hobby or this field forward, and to do that, there's an expense. And the unfortunate reality is it has to be an expense. If we pull back to other scientific discoveries, and I'll even pull back to NASA again, look how much money they drop just to do exploration. That's an extreme, but again, they've had to earn up and build up to that extreme. It costs a lot of money. We're kind of still on the ground level, and I'm not sure when we're gonna move up. But as a field in general, as a paranormal enthusiast,
Standing down here in the mud.
Right. Resurrection Mary, the thing with her is specifically there's 3 ways that you can interact with her, 3 ways that you can find her. If you drive down supposedly the road because some people say she was hit by a car, that seems to be common. Well, you're driving down this road, next thing you know, in front of your lights at nighttime, you hit someone. Terrifying way to run into a specter or spirit, and you get out of the car and nothing's there. Completely gone. So those people probably jetted off. Well, I'm out of here.
I'd high diddly ho out of there.
The other way is the fence. You see her trapped inside the cemetery at nighttime, throwing commotion. That happens. But the more, I shouldn't say common way, but probably the more hitchhikey way is when she actually does hitchhike. Hitchhikey. That's a thing, guys. Trust me. Yeah. Watch out. She's a master of hitchhikey.
Yeah.
So the individual driving the particular car in this story pulled over, saw a sickly-looking woman, and looked, like I said, just like us, physical being, and opened up the door. She got in. I mean, didn't say too much to him, but did acknowledge his presence. I mean, got into the car and didn't say too much, but she wanted him to keep going forward. So as he was driving, she looked cold. He gave her his coat. They drove. They get near the cemetery. She goes, "Can you please stop here? This is where I want to stop." So, of course, he slows down, stops the car. She opens up the door with his coat and all, runs to the gate, and just demanifests in front of his eyes. Of course, that's shocking probably for anyone. The next day, I'm sure a night of confusion for the gentleman, but the next day he goes back to the cemetery and sees his jacket rolled up nicely on a tombstone. Actually, I believe the tombstone says Mary. I'm still not sure if that's her real name, though, if that's just what they gave her. Kind of like a Jane Doe type thing.
Yeah.
But,
Black Dahlia.
Yeah. So it's always fascinated me, this story of Resurrection Mary. Have you, Nick, heard of any other known hitchhikers, or are you familiar with maybe phantom gifts?
Look, he looked over at me, seen me smiling, and he looked away. He knows what's coming. There's a little movie called Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And in that movie,
there's a bike that's stolen.
There's no phantom hitchhiker, but there is a phantom driver.
They're legit, guys.
Yeah, this is the most realist paranormal evidence in existence today.
That's actually what started the whole Ghost Hunters franchise on Sci-Fi. Yeah. It's Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Yeah, tell him Large Marge sent you.
Jeez.
I remember the sound. Actually up the road in Dixon, Illinois.
Okay.
There's a phantom hitchhiker up there too.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of a Resurrection Mary style.
Right.
It's like they took Resurrection Mary and then took the Lady in White and went. So now it's just a phantom hitchhiker wearing white.
I've heard of that one, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Stands on the side of the highway, or no?
Yeah, and you slow down to, provide assistance, and it just goes away.
Like a mirage almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, right.
It's a mirage of a culvert, actually. Culvert's the tube that's in the ditch.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. There you go.
We have a lot of international followers now, and they're like, bloody hell, what's a culvert?
Even I was like, wait, no, I know, guys, now. Just threw me off for a second, all right? But yeah, phantom hitchhikers can also provide like phantom gifts, I believe they're called. I mean, I'm sure there's some other name for it, but the cool thing with like a phantom gift, let's say they approach you and they're like, thanks for the ride. Here's a coin or whatever, and you look at the coin. This coin says 1863.
Oh, that'd be up my alley.
Right, you'll like it. You'll be like, sold, done.
You're pretty cool, man.
You got a weird beard, but I like you.
Yeah. We haven't seen Nick for days. He's prowling the countryside looking for phantom hitchhikers for their phantom real money.
Making his own little treasure chest. So they can be physical. Like, they don't demanifest. Like, you can keep them with you for all time. The kicker is, of course, if they do take something of yours and demanifest and go to whatever dimension, realm, frequency that they're at, they will most likely take. Take what they got. Which is the thing they do.
Nick, where's your truck? Let that dude borrow it. He said he was just going to run down the street real quick.
Is it not there? Huh. Well,
can't find that truck anywhere.
So guys, that's a little bit of Resurrection Mary. I do want to actually investigate the cemetery or, Resurrection Mary. So yeah, guys, if you want us to see about doing a hardcore investigation on Resurrection Mary, I'm game for a challenge. Hit that thumbs up button. If you want to follow Ghost Crier, ghostcrier.com. If you like what we do and support us, go to patreon.com/ghostcrier. Donate $1 to share our content. We appreciate you guys. We really, really, truly do. So you guys are totally driving, you guys are driving this truck. This ghostly truck.
Drive in, blacktop rolling.
Nick, where can they find you?
You can find me sitting next to Aaron on GhostTalk.
Every Mondays, and sometimes Wednesdays and Fridays. Ow. Thanks.
Twitter at GCPI Nick. Twitter at GCPI Aaron.
Thanks
Twitter
a lot, guys.
At Ghost Crier.
It's true. We tweet Ghost Achievement activated. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Your brain must be on fire.
Give us a thumbs up.
Raise your spirit to the Ghost Crier.
And check out our other videos.
Slam the door. You're shaking, scared. Live your life with so much fear. Wipe your eyes, hide your tears.